There was so much talk about Daesh on the media. They were the ones that I learned about first. Through them, I learned about YPG and Rojava, and was especially impressed at how much of a resistance they could put up against Daesh. It was hard in the beginning, but then the tables were turned and they started winning left and right, and started learning a bit more about what the YPG is, and especially since after deciding to come here, made sure that I'm gonna be fighting for the good guys. And that's how it is. I was very happy to learn that I am fighting for the good guys. Coming here, seeing what's going on here, of course you notice a change in yourself. Having to confront a different culture, really you're put on the spot that now you have to manage that and give understanding and try to learn. So yeah, in many ways you can say that I'm here, being here as a Finnish person, I'm in a sort of similar situation that someone who comes to Europe as a refugee, for example, is. So tables are turned, you know. Daily life for Autabur is we're an assault tabur. We're an assault platoon basically. So our job is to attack, push against the enemy, take positions, and then we escort a squad whose job is to hold that position, give them protection the way there, give them cover, and then put them there and inform them and help them make preparations for defense, and then we come back and do it all over again, sometimes the very next night or the very next day. When you look at Syria in general, and you look at what sides are in this conflict, what are their agendas, you tend to notice that they represent typically one group. But then you look at YPG, it's a multi-ethnic, there's different religions are tolerated, and it's something very unique to what's going on in Syria right now. There is no other place in Syria where depending on your religion or ethnicity, you can live in peace basically. You have the same rights as everyone else. You don't have to live in fear. Considering this place as amazing, definitely an asset. And a huge success that the YPG has been able to do this. Fighting an enemy such as Daesh, you know, doing it while struggling, while having an incredibly difficult fight at their hands. It's a tragedy, really, like how long the Kurdish people have had to struggle, but it's also impressive that they've been able to do so. Right now, I think this is the only secular political movement that has any sort of real power in the Middle East, and I truly hope that those values that are represented here now get to spread throughout the Middle East. Especially the women's liberation is a hugely important aspect of what's going on here right now. There's no denying it. Different world powers have affected the political situation in the Middle East. This tends you to make you a bit cynical about what's going to go on here, and I try to be optimistic. I try to think that now that there is this opportunity for actual real change, that people would have the courage to seize that moment and to appreciate what a unique opportunity this is, and not play the same old game of thinking about selfish interests at the expense of the people who actually have to live here. About the atrocities that Daesh has made, I mean, all of them pretty much. had an impact. What they do, ethnic cleansing, like organized slavery during modern times, it's just an absolute horror that must be stopped. I don't look at it from a viewpoint of being a European or being Finnish. It's, for me, every life has a meaning. Taking a life in committing an atrocity in the Middle East is, to me, is from a moral standpoint exactly the same as taking it in Europe, and all of them have had an impact on me.